Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be a love reading, so for whoever needs it. Singles, couples in separation, twin flames, and soulmates. Take what fits, leave the rest. Not everything will always apply. Use your discernment and your best judgment. What's happening in love, Spirit? What's going on? Ooh, somebody has some unrequited love. All right, so it's not a good fit. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So let it go. If it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. Make the effort. Real love takes effort, and great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. If you gotta let go of something to get there, so be it. You know, you want something that's worth your time, not something that's a drain. What else? Ooh, deception. Somebody could be hiding their feelings, good or bad. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Someone might be lying about how they feel, right? Because it's not a good fit. So keep an open mind. It's not going to be what you expected. Your soulmate might differ from your usual type and expectations. I always say that's kind of the point, right? You don't want the same old, same old. You want something that's different or better. So extend your lighthearted energy to others. Flirt, laugh, and enjoy yourself. And pay attention to any sort of red flags. Know that the signs are cautioning you. So there could be something that's amiss, right? Something that's just not quite right. Pay attention to that. If something feels off, it usually is. Your intuition isn't ever going to lie to you. You might need to be doing some shadow work. You could be mirroring yourself in other people. Your self-image reflects what wounds you have in relationships. So it's time for some introspection, some shadow work. If something doesn't fit, what attracted you to that relationship in the first place? What is it about that person? What is the unhealed aspect of yourself if it's not a good fit? What attracted you to them in the first place? You might be enjoying times with friends, happily single, moving on, and living in the moment. So make the effort. If you want to be in love, you got to make the effort. You got to get out and about and socialize, right? Stabbed in the back, some sort of heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, or a shocking attack. We have deception here, deception here. So something is not right, and I feel like you're going to end that. The relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform your life, but keep an open mind and work on healing. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction is going to allow you to kind of get out and about and to go enjoy yourself. And some evolution. Relationship evolving into the next phase. Healing the inner child brings growth. Make sure you don't ignore any sort of red flags this week. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see about love for the week. What's happening in love for the collective? No matter what their status is, what is happening for you guys in love? All right, I do feel like someone's spying on you. Could be somebody that you've ended things with. I feel like you're going towards a new beginning. A lot happier times, whether you're single or in a relationship. Could be going to marriage for some of you. Decide whether it's worth your time. Yeah, you might have invested a lot of time and energy into something, but if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. If there's been deception, can you still trust this person, or do you need to go in a new direction? For work, I do feel like you have a new opportunity coming in. Spirit needs you to keep an open mind, right? Pentacles move really slow. So yeah, you might be older. Maybe it's taken a long time for you to get to this point, but keep an open mind because your person is on their way. And I feel like there's been lots of delays in order for this person to come in. All right, so you do have a new opportunity coming in, but you want to make sure that you're seeing any sort of red flags if there are some, right? Because you're evolving. You want somebody that fits this narrative, that they're nurturing, caring, compassionate, gentle, protective, all those good things. The King of Cups is that. So I feel like you're leaving red flags and you're going towards something better, but you're still a little bit confused. I feel like you definitely have some things you're working out, trying to set yourself free from a relationship that's no good, and you're being practical going forward, right? Maybe you're marrying for love, maybe it's money, maybe it's both, I don't know. But you will have a choice to make when it comes to love and relationships, so choose wisely. It does look like some of you are leaving the conflict and chaos behind. You want something that's more peaceful, and so you're going in a new direction this week when it comes to love. Plan or set some goals for your future. What is it that you want? What is it that you need? And what are some deal breakers that you won't accept any longer? Cut out the things that don't serve your highest good. Be a little bit cold if you need to be. Cut off any sort of competition, any sort of rivalry. Take some time out, rest, recharge, recover, and I feel like you will make some forward progress. You might be moving, traveling, relocating, taking a trip. I feel like a girl's trip, a guy's trip, things like that. And whatever sort of deception or illusion is going to be revealed. You are going towards a higher connection. So the Hierophant is symbolic for tradition, marriage, commitment, things like that. But it's also needing to collaborate with your higher self or with spirit. The keys down here I'm being drawn to. Let's see if I could get this camera to focus. The keys. I feel like you have options, right? So one will unlock one door, one will unlock another. It may have come at a very slow pace, right? A snail's pace, a turtle's pace, very, very slow moving. But it will be worth it, right? Because we have the King of Cups. So by planning or setting some goals, I feel like you're going to get to the stability that you're looking for, the commitment that you're looking for. The offer is coming in. It may be that you move for work and you meet somebody, the Emperor, okay, top tier. We love that. Someone's going to make some bold moves. I do feel like you have some teamwork that's needed this week. You're going to have options. Choose wisely, because one is balanced and one will pour into you while the others may just take from you. You're going towards abundance as well. Yeah, echoed by the Wheel of Fortune. So I do think that you have a lot of really good energy that's coming in. Good luck being on your side with the Wheel of Fortune. Unexpected blessings. Eliminate what you don't want. King and Queen of Swords. If it's not a good fit, there's no emotion, there's just a bunch of overthinking, a lot of toxicity, probably not a good fit. Put in the work where it's required to get where you want to be, and walk away from anything you don't actually want, because you do have King and Queen of Cups, a nurturing pair versus a cold, calculated pair. Watch out for any sort of deception. Have your boundaries to get to your wish fulfillment. And again, a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups and the Star, similar energy. This is a lot of happiness after a wish fulfillment. And this is like being in the spotlight. Maybe you're center stage. Maybe somebody views you as the star. I also feel like this is a wish fulfillment that comes in divine timing. One more. Yeah, the World. We're closing out old cycles in love so we can get to the good stuff, right? We want something that's balanced. We want something that is everything we've looked for. So plan or set some goals so that you can welcome in the right partnership. Let's see. Is there anything else we need to know for love this week, Spirit? Anything else? Wow. Okay. So there has been some confusion here, maybe about letting go of the past. If it keeps you up at night in the negative, causing nightmares, not worth it. Judgment being out here, I feel like something is being divinely moved, or removed, I should say, to bring you in something that is what you're looking for. We have the Sun, the Hierophant, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Emperor. I feel like your divine counterpart is coming in. So make the effort, let go of anything that's not meant for you, anything that's full of deception, lies, cheating, anything like that. Pay attention to the red flags this week. Know that there's some divine intervention to bring in a person that's actually good for you. So Spirit says, keep an open mind. It won't be what you expected. Have a great week.